And the A's have won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
To center. Hicks going back. And now over.
Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of baseball. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the 2 starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chris Miller will stand in for the first inning.
Yeah, why not?
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second. Here comes a 1-2. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. And no one can corral that one. Base hit. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead. 3-2. Here it is. Now a ball lined towards center field. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Oh, and he misses it. And now that'll hop over the double. And the pitch. Lined into right field for a leadoff single. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So he's on base here to kick off their half of the third as we take a look at the league leaderboard. First appearance. Here he comes, 3-1. Pitches a cold strike, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Chris Miller sets the 2-2 pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Kent moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. The 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up behind the bag at second. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And he will score as well.
Asking your leadoff hitter to be an RBI guy. And
another payoff pitch. He goes the other way, and this one's going to split the gap for extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
But more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base. Chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit. Right?
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And the run is in to score from second as they cut it to 1 at 4-3 now. 7th.
Try to handle this one himself.
Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Here comes the 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Miller will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Miller will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number. Chris Miller. 1-1 pitch on the way. Here's a fastball that he shoots on into left center, and that'll fall for a base hit. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Taken for strike 3. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Chris Miller. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a...
For the 21st time in Dodger history, a no-hitter. The 11th no-hitter in Los Angeles Dodger history. The first since Hideo Nomo in 1996. Josh Beckett, a no-hitter.
Pointed right.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. And as we close in on first pitch, there you get a look at the starting lineups this afternoon. Chris Miller. Afternoon. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
And things haven't gone all that smoothly for them here on this homestand. They've won just twice in 5 days pitching staff.
Team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second. Chris Miller.
Happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on. Chris Miller.
Lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Miller is there, 2 gone.
And the Giants once again win a game in a very unusual way as this crowd goes crazy.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller.
Win for these guys yesterday, so they'll look to make it 2 in a row here.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and there were 2 down. He's set, now the pitch. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Miller is in a ways as he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Last time, at least not to this point.
And now a ball lifted into the air out toward center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. Long throw to the plate, and he'll make it into score. It's a sac fly and an RBI. Chris Miller. Here's the first offering. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
So, of course, he has the least amount of time to dodge
against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one.
On just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. And the runner will score from second. And he will score as well. And can you believe it? They've gone in front. And the pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Miller is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Greg Irving will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and that's an important first out to start the 8th here.
Jackie Bradley, Superman in the alley. And how about the appreciation from these fans? A spectacular catch. With everyone's
MLB The Show has baseball for you under the lights at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller. Here it comes, 3-0. And this is nowhere close. Now, 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Swung on and lifted into shallow center field. Miller is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Chris Miller will lead things off.
Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th. Chris Miller. Now the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up in 2. EK, where are you going now on 3 and 2?
I still got to work a corner.
And hold that thought as this ball gets down for a base hit. Chris Miller.
Get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
And with his speed. And this is lifted to shallow center field. Miller is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded. Chris Miller. Here comes a 2-2. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the third strike. But fortunately...
For the fourth consecutive year, they are champions of the American League Central Division.
And now the 1-1 delivery, and here it is, and it's...
From home plate, hauls it in.
What a great catch by Aaron Hicks.
2-1. That is into left field. Cespedes giving chase, not going to get there. It falls in. Kendrick on his way.